Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening and watching. My name is NefandEli, and you can find my information in the description box below. So this is a channeled message. This is one of several channeled messages that will most likely be coming through during this season of the Lionsgate portal, Saturn retrograde. So I want to start by talking about a vision that I had during my meditation time, which kind of leads into this channeled message. I was standing outside of my car on a dark road, and this car it wasn't a car that I would normally drive. It was like a Volkswagen Rabbit or some kind of old school 80s car, like with a hatchback, and it was yellow. I just remember that. But I remember I was standing outside of this car, and it was completely dark around me, like storm clouds and like just darkness, right? But I was the light. I could see light all around me. I was lit up on this road, and I had a sword in my hand, and I was standing there holding the sword and looking up at the darkness, just looking at it. And then I remember closing my eyes and bowing my head, and then kind of peeking out the side of my eye again, and the darkness was just standing there. But I was not afraid. There was absolutely no fear. And I felt like that's what the darkness was waiting for. They were waiting for me to get into a vibration of fear. But then I remember I started cussing and like, you know how I do. Because I'm not afraid of shit. Like not even in my real life. I mean, and it's not that I'm, this badass chick or whatever, which I am, but that's not the point. I'm not afraid of things because I understand the role that fear plays in my life. Okay? Fear is an illusion. Fear is an energy that will get you to move in another direction. And so when I was standing there looking at the darkness, I could feel that. I could sense it, that it wanted me to be afraid. And I was like, nah, fuck you. And it's funny because I looked down at my shirt, and I'm a big fan of graphic tees. I love them. And even my shirt said, fuck you. So, yeah. And I could see like entities and things kind of swirling around like out of my side eye, but nothing could touch me. They were just trying to, get my attention. But I was just like, what, I'm standing here. I've got my sword. Like, are you here to fight or what are we doing? But what happens during highly energetic times like this, like the Lionsgate portal, we're also in the Saturn retrograde, which happens periodically. But this is when a lot of souls have an opportunity to elevate and ascend. And so the fear energy ramps up. Right? And we can see this in the media and especially around us. If we have some low vibrational people around us or people that we know are karmic, they're going through it right now. Okay. But there are no accidents. Everything works together in the universe. So the Lionsgate portal happening during the Saturn retrograde, this is a time of great spiritual lessons, a time of spiritual intensity. That's what I'm going to call it, spiritual intensity, because we've got a lot of people waking up, a lot of people moving into new timelines. There's a lot of timeline jumping right now, but then we also have a lot of people getting very bad karma, okay? The masks are falling off and people are choosing sides. Even though we're moving towards oneness always, right? I love Wayne Dyer's quote. He says, we live on a round planet. There are no choosing sides, which I agree with when we're talking about things from a higher perspective. But we're still living in a dimension that offers us the opportunity to either align with darkness or align with the light. And because we as human beings are dualistic in nature, we will always have this choice as long as we are incarnate in these bodies. It will always be our free will choice to choose light or darkness. So when it comes to fear, the only real tactic fear as an energy has is manipulation and trying to convince you that you need to stop. Okay? Otherwise, fear has no real power. So think about that. But To the people that are getting karma, these are the people that have a misunderstanding of fear. They think fear is something that they need to project out. They think fear is a tool that they can use to control people. They think that fear is real. And so it is. Okay? The things that they fear the most are going to manifest in their life. And it's usually what they try to project out to you because of their hatred of your light, their hatred of you being openly spiritual. I know that's my experience, or their hatred of you ascending, just a hatred of the light. They throw all kinds of negativity and black magic and spell work at you. The worst of the worst, right? They wish so much bad on you, not realizing that it's going to come back to them. And it might not, most likely it's not going to manifest in the way that they intended it to manifest for you into their life, if that makes sense. Okay? Because they have sent out so much of this energy and it's just accumulated. And not only that, as I've mentioned in other videos, your subconscious mind cannot differentiate between you trying to send energy to somebody else or you wanting that energy for yourself. It cannot make that distinction. And so if you're somebody that's constantly doing spell work, constantly sending out black magic, that energy is accumulating in your subconscious mind and it is going to manifest in your life. This has been proven scientifically through psychology and biology. So this is not only a spiritual thing, okay? This is encompassing all levels. So please understand the implications of sending out negative energy. But I've noticed that for the past 2 or 3 years, certain people in our lives have done some really foul shit and they thought they got away with it. But again, going back to what I just said, it's an accumulation of energy. And Spirit keeps telling me that they've only just begun with the karmic lesson plan that they have for these people. So that's going to be interesting to watch, okay? But I'm just keep hearing that Spirit said they're going to bring some of these people to their fucking knees, okay? But the Bible even says that every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. So people need to turn away from their wicked ways or they will perish. And you can take that however you want. But they're just refusing to do the work. And the reality is that some people will never heal in this lifetime because they refuse to do the work. And this could be people in your family. This could be your children. This could be friends, coworkers, anybody. It doesn't matter. If they have decided that they're not going to heal and you've decided that you are going to heal, there is going to be a misalignment and you're going to have to cut them off. As painful as it could be, and as painful as it is going to be, and I can tell you from experience, and a lot of people that are on this spiritual path can tell you, that it's hard cutting people off, but you have to do it. Spirit will ride your ass, and you will keep absorbing that person's energy until you do. But it's just the facts that there are people that will have to repeat lifetimes because they're not getting the lesson. I'm going to tell you another story about a karmic soulmate he's still currently in my life, and he's probably listening to this. He watches everything that I do. He's a fucking stalker. So I got a vision of him standing in the Akashic Records Hall, and Melchizedek was there, and I couldn't really see the other beings that were there, but I did see Melchizedek. And this person, this karmic soulmate of mine, walked up to Melchizedek and leaned down and let him take his crown. And I could see the smirk on his face, like the egoic, clown ass smirk on his face, like, you can take my fucking crown. I'm going to do what I want. I have free will. I'm not going to get into this soul union. I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to prove you and God wrong, that I'm in control, and I don't want to, do the right thing. This was the energy that I'm hearing from him. I don't want to do the right thing. I want to continue to practice black magic and fuck hoes and do lame shit and run around and just act the fucking fool. That was what I heard. And so Melchizedek said, get on your knees and give me your crown. And he gave it to him and then walked off. But this is, the levels that some people are on. they're just not going to do the work. And it's simply because they are afraid. They're afraid of themselves. They're afraid of the spiritual journey. And it is scary. Okay? I'm not going to lie. We know that. There's some scary parts, but that doesn't mean you stop. You feel the fear and you do it any fucking way, right? Fear only has the power that we give it. But when you understand its purpose, you can use the energy of fear to transform your life. And that starts with understanding that it's only an illusion. So stand your ground. Stay strong on all levels. That's another message I'm hearing from Spirit. Like if you've been messing around and fucking around and not, doing your workouts, not meditating, not doing what you need to do to maintain your existence as a light worker, as a way shower, then you need to get on it. Because like I mentioned, this warfare is ramping up and darkness is prevalent, okay? But we can't get caught slipping out here. Remember who the fuck you are at all times. All right? So I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you would like to book your personal reading, all of the information is in the description box below. Thank you and namaste.